Hi, this is Simon Chan and welcome to my network marketing training. Members of my coaching mastermind groups can ask me questions on a weekly basis. And today's question comes from Kenneth out in Manila, Philippines. And Kenneth says, hi classmates and Simon Chan. In decision making, in goal setting and other matters involving the team, I noticed that there are always individual differences. For a team to be united, it needs to come up with a solid decision on how to do the business. But of course, we were not created with one mind. We are unique in every way. But how do we handle individual differences? Thank you. Okay, Kenneth, I think the most important thing, as your team gets bigger and bigger, right? People will have different, like you said, unique minds. They will decide to do the business differently, in different ways. I think the most important, and as a leader, you have to understand leader types. A lot of times they call it like the director types, the shark types, the general types. The common thing, the four personality types, right? If you don't know them, you should learn them. The director types, they feel that their way is their way or the highway. They know better. And when you have two director types, these things naturally always happen. And so what I recommend is like, number one, you acknowledge that. You can't prevent that from happening. You acknowledge that. But if the person is doing it and he's performing, because strategies may be different, goals may be different, but as long as you're doing the 5 fundamental skills or 5 core activities every day, right? The core daily activities like prospecting, marketing, following up, self-development, talking to your team, those 5 things. As long as you're doing those 5 things and they're performing and getting results, then let them go. Let them do it. Because everyone has ambitions to have their own team, right? A team maybe starts one, but when it gets bigger and bigger, someone may want to have their own team, and which is fine as long as they perform. And so that's what I will recommend. It's not an easy decision to let go. Now, if the person doesn't perform, you probably have a heart-to-heart talk with those leaders and find out what is best. Okay, and sometimes people do, if they're not performing and they're insistent. Then instead of proving them wrong, fighting them, because that's a waste of your energy, the best way to do is you focus on your business, you get the results. And when you get the results, naturally they will realize, oh yeah, okay, Kenneth was right, let's do it this way. Okay? So don't fight them, convince them by your actions, by your performance. Now at the same time, you have to be humble humility that your way may not be the best way either. Okay, so again, let's go by performance. So instead of trying to fight them or be negative, go by performance. If this other person does better, hey, maybe they were right, I was wrong, right? So that's something you have to, as a leader, sometimes it's not easy. It's hard to do. It's not easy. So you have to be humble and realize others may be correct. But I think as a group, if your group gets bigger, and also as the team gets bigger, right? You can have big team gatherings where everyone's together, but during the week, everyone's spread out doing their own thing. But once a week, they get together for the big meeting. Right? Very similar to the church. Throughout the week, they have small groups, different groups doing their own thing. But on Sundays, they all get together. So that's something you can do, Kenneth, right? Or it could be every 2 weeks, every month, you get together. But throughout the time, everyone's doing their own thing. And then you see who gets the best results. And trust me, if you're getting results and other people are not getting results, they will realize what they're doing, and they will just, they'll follow you. And the vice versa, if you're not doing well, you got to look at them. Okay, so that's my advice, Kenneth. Just remember 4 personality types. As the group gets bigger, you will always find a downline, someone that wants to do their own thing. For whether they have think they have better ideas, or for their pride, ego, they want the recognition. They will split off, and you have to. And then, like I said, as long as they're performing, you have to let them do that. All right, Kenneth, hopefully this is helpful. Again, members of my coaching groups can ask me questions on a weekly basis, anything about network marketing or tips. Today's question was from Kenneth, and this is Simon Chan. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.